So season 1.5 has been out for a while. I felt like doing a little tier list to see which characters I think are the best right now in the season. I peaked Eternity like 180, so I was like a couple games from top 500. So I play mostly strategists, so my perspective might be warped in that sense. So if you're a strategist main, this will probably fit for you a little bit more than like tank people making this, like flats making this type of video. So let's start with the tanks first. I think Groot is probably S tier right now. His like walls are so strong. If you don't have people who can break the walls, the game kind of becomes like he kind of like owns the lobby. He'll like kill the other tank like on repeat. You can't really keep them up. But if they can break the walls, his downside is he can't really be the solo tank. So I say if he's in a solo tank, he's like lower. But if he's like helping another tank, he's really good because as a solo tank, he's like such a big hitbox. He's very easy to like mow down if you have actual like Punisher or something. So he might be dependent, but I think with the buffs, he's like S tier. He's not always S tier, but I think for the most part he is. Strange. I used to think he was S. I think with the HP nerf, he's not as good. But the thing with Strange is he kind of does have a big skill ceiling. Like there's people who play Strange and they don't use him to his full ability, but then you verse a really good Strange, like who's a Strange main, and you like can really tell that they're good at Strange, and like they're able to like they'll like hide up at the top, land, get like a 5% ult, stuff like that. Like nowadays people are starting to realize that, but they still can land it. Like good Stranges will still catch people off guard. Hulk, even last year, I don't think he was that good. I don't know why people think he's so good. I think he's a B. I don't think he's good at all, really. Like he's solid, but I don't think he's as good as people make him out to be. Maybe it's because I play Loki, but like he's never killing you ever. He's just never killing you. Maybe in an ult if he gets a good like he exiles you. If he gets a good exile, maybe he can kill you. But like in general, this man can't do anything to like any of the good supports, which we'll go over later. But I just don't think he's that useful. Like versus like another tank, you'd rather want a Magneto or something. Venom, he might be S. I would say A plus Venom. A plus, especially if he has his like team up. He has Spider-Man stuff. He's very strong. Like Venom is like unkillable, and I've realized like even at this high rank, people just ignore him, and you as the support, you kind of just have to deal with him. Like you have to fight him, and you're never taking his health off, so he just bothers you the whole match. So unless someone helps you, he's just never going to be low on health, and so you can't really heal because he's like attacking you. You have to like worry about him. So he's like a really good distraction, one of the better distractions in the game. So he could be S tier. So there's like groups of people. So like Iron Fist would be kind of like Venom, same play style. Like you're just distracting the backline, and he's probably one of the best at distracting the backline just because he can live forever. Magneto, easy S tier, probably the best in the game right now. Tank, he can just one shot like some of the support ults, and that's basically game winnings. A lot of times he'll get doubles. It's like it's just a fight win no matter what. If you get the kills, you shut down a support ult and you get the support def, it's like the fight is almost always won. Penny, see, just because I've seen some really good pennies recently, I think that as you get higher and higher in rank, it's just everyone knows to destroy her things, and she doesn't really catch you off guard. The way they have to like play Penny like in high rank is like diving with her almost, and like holding random spaces. Like they don't even hold like front line for their team anymore. They're like just playing random areas, which I think you have to like find a weird way to play her once you get like higher ranks. And her ult is just her ult. Her ult is just really bad. It's like she runs around and everyone just hits her and she dies. She doesn't really do anything. Thor, I think Thor is solid. He has a lot of kill potential. You'll get caught off guard a lot with Thor when he gets that like ability where he's like slamming the lightnings. When he gets to that, he's very strong. And then his ultimate, It's not as bad as I thought it was at first. Like in the first season I played, it can get kills. I think a good Thor will use it. You have to use it on the right character. Like most characters can get out of it. And like I play Loki, so like I just ruin it and I almost never die to it. But I think it's still a useful ult, and he's just strong. He's strong. He's a strong tank. I think he's better than Hulk. He has more kill potential, in my opinion. Thing. People have stopped playing Thing. I'm surprised. I don't think he's bad. He might be slightly better than Hulk. I think he's better than Hulk because he dashes in. He's just very annoying, and he has kill potential more than Hulk, and he gets away easier than Hulk. Like he dies way less than Hulk. Hulk will lose his form like so much more often. His jump isn't really that big of an escape. Like it takes so long to jump away. Thing's jump is like huge distance, and then he has the charge, so he lives forever. His ultimate, I think, is better than Hulk's. Like he can cancel a cloak ult. He can, he can get like a 4-man. It's like the things in high elo are like very good with that ult. They'll always get a team wipe. I think this is pretty good for the tanks. As far, let's see. So now we're doing DPSs. I would say Black Panther. I'm kind of biased as a support, but as a dive hero, he might be one of the best dive heroes. I think maybe Magic is better than him. So B or A. I'm gonna put him in B just because of his ults. If his ult did a little bit more, he'd be crazy. But I think he would be busted if it did a little bit more. Like so many times it just does nothing. It doesn't kill anyone. It's too often that it does nothing. It needs more threat. Like you shouldn't just be able to ignore it. Magic will get a kill like very often with her ult. Black Panther not so much. Iron Fist. See, I don't think he's that bad. He's like very tanky. He kind of plays like a frontline mix, like Mr. Fantastic. So now he's not much a threat on the back line, but like he just lives forever and he's annoying. His ultimate seems decent. He just lives forever with the ultimate. I've seen some crazy pop off Iron Fist, but I mean for the most part he's not that good. Iron Man, probably D. He's very bad. He's worse than Pharah in every way. If you play to work, like his splash damage does too little damage. He has to get direct hits with it, and it's just too hard. And then his other ability where he has to laser beam, it just makes him move slower. So now he's like a super easy target, and like high elo, people are gonna murder you. You can't really use that ability unless you're pocketed. And then his ultimate is like extremely televised, but I will say his ultimate is one of the better DPS ults if you use it properly and use it for like a specific counter, like if you kill cloak. And so in specific matchups he might be very good where he can consistently get the ult kill. But in general, I think the fact that his splash damage does so little damage, you have to get a direct hit, it completely like guts him. You can't play from far with him, you have to play kind of close. Wolverine, I don't think he's S tier. A lot of people think he's S tier. I don't think he's an automatic ban. With the caveat that in specific matchups, it's impossible for you to do anything. Like if your team is running an Atom, that's not actually not bad. You can like insta heal the grab. But let's say you're running like Mantis or Jeff or Rocket or Luna, yeah, even Luna. And Cloak, like those here aren't gonna be able to do anything against Wolverine. But if you have a Loki or Invisible Woman, you can or Adam, you can like heal your tank and keep them up through the Wolverine combo. If it's a Groot or something, you ruin and you just live through his combo, and then he's like a useless character walking around doing nothing because he's just such an easy target. He's just standing there. I mean, as Loki, I feel like I'm a hard counter against him. So maybe as a Loki main, I'm like biased, but like if he's swinging at someone, I'm healing that other person and I'm dealing damage to him at the exact same time. It's like this is like your dream scenario as Loki. So you're always bursting him down and you're always healing your tank. It's just, he doesn't do much in that scenario. Winter Soldier, S tier. This character is overloaded, busted. I don't think you guys need to know any more than that. Like, this character is crazy. Like his ultimate resetting on clones is crazy, but forget about Loki. Let's think about just in general. Like he gets health from his abilities. It reloads his gun every time he uses his ability. It's he has a pull that's lower cooldown than Hog in Overwatch. It's crazy character, crazy character. And then when he hooks you, not only is it a hook like the Hog, but then you can punch people backwards after you hook. It's crazy. This character is insane. Punisher B, that's pretty simple. He's just basic character. He honestly kind of needs a rocket or he's useless. Without rocket, he's like not even like a character. He's just such a big target. His ultimate is like so obvious. He's so loud. It's so weird. Like he just feels like everyone knows he's when he ults, and then he's just a huge, ginormous thing that you just free shots on. Spider-Man, I think he's B, but he could be A if he has a Venom. I'm gonna say B. I think Spider-Man's are really good, but it's such a high skill ceiling. He's able to come in, take your cooldowns off, all your cooldowns. So if you're Cloak, he's gonna waste your bubble. If you're Adam, you're gonna lose a heal. If you're Loki, you're gonna lose your ruin most likely. Luna, you have to use your Luna can maybe get him with the ice. If they don't, though, she's probably gonna die honestly. And an Invisible Woman can push him away. It's like hard to live on Invisible, honestly. If you're really good, maybe you can make it work, but Spider-Man basically he makes you lose your health ability. And so if your team has one more diver, they're probably going to kill you now that you've lost your only way to keep yourself up. So if he's paired with a Venom, it's very dangerous. If he's paired with anything like a diver with a Black Panther, then it becomes very, very hard to deal with. And you'll get a lot of lobbies sometimes where you literally your supports are just always dying or something because of it. He's the one like dive character that will he's always 24/7 on you. He dies, he's gonna come back in a second. So Moon Knight, I'm not gonna put him D because his ult is very good. But yeah, that's the only reason. His just people rely too much on the Ankh. The Ankh doesn't kill anymore. Doesn't really kill people because once they realize that they have to shoot it and not die to that, it's like he can't kill anyone. And you kind of play him like Neymar a little after a certain point. You like try to get a free kill with your Ankh and then run away and then wait for your ult, and like you don't really do much. Squirrel Girl, I love this character, but yeah, she's also not very good. She might even be D. She's D because her ultimate is so bad in high elo. It's just at a certain point she's fun. I love her root, so maybe against certain characters her root is very good. And I love how her bullet is not like Junkrat. It feels like you can actually land it on people, and so it's not a spammy feeling of a character. Like you can actually hit people, but she's just that ult is just atrocious, and it's hard to kill people consistently with her. She'll be doing a lot of damage, but you don't get finishes that often. I've noticed from a lot of Squirrel Girls. And the higher rank you get, the less and less finishes she's gonna get, is what it feels like. Storm, I'm gonna say A. Her ultimate is just literally one of the best DPS ults in the game. There might not be a better DPS ult. Maybe Star-Lord compares, but her ultimate is just so good, and she builds it so fast. If you watch like the Sinatra video of him getting it in 8 seconds, it's actually insane. This character can just build ult way too fast, like faster than Loki can build ult last patch. Fantastic. C, I don't think he's D. He's chilling. He's like an off tank. There's not much to say about this guy. He just soaks damage, does little damage, and just chills, gets an ult off. His ult can kill now at least sometimes. If you're like not paying attention, I don't know. If you don't get any heals, it makes it hard. The ult is better. It's way better, but I don't know. He's just, I like having him on my team, to be honest. I don't mind the Fantastic, but I don't think he's that good. Magic might be S tier. Like a really good Magic is S tier. I'm gonna put her in general for A. Just because her one-shot combos are crazy. They'll get you out of nowhere. Anyone with a one-shot combo is always gonna be like very high. Just one-shot combo is insane. When she ultimates, her one-shot combo is even crazier. It's a solid ultimate. She'll just be living forever and just She's a good character overall. I like her. Star-Lord, A as well. You have to be cracked. You have to have really good aim with this character. He does not seem like Winter Soldier kind of shit. He's just solid. He's a solid, really solid character, but you kind of shut down his ult pretty easily with support ults and or like a ruin or like, but he does pop off a lot. Like if you get versus a good Star-Lord, they're S, but I think most Star-Lords are A's. If I'm going off the best Star-Lords, he's S, but I think on the average, they're not that good. The average Winter Soldier is going to do so much more than the average Star-Lord, just 10 times more. Human Torch, I don't think he's that bad. He's kind of annoying. He just does tickle damage all the time. And so if your support isn't topping you off, you're kind of low all the time. I'm a strategist main. I'm coming from that perspective, but his ultimate's kind of ass, to be honest. It doesn't kill really that well. Yeah, his kids like so unsynergistic. I think they make flying characters bad on purpose because like why does he have a shotgun ability? Why is his primary fire a shotgun? It doesn't make sense. You have to like be in their face to play this character, so you kind of play him like a die flyer. It's weird. So you kind of go for ones or unexpected plays and try to get out. I don't think he's that bad though. Scarlet after the buffs. Probably D. Her ult is still just awful. It still needs a little bit more. 100 health is not enough. Like everyone still bursts her through it. I would say like 80% of her ults don't go off or kill anyone, and then she's just sucking people. It's as the game gets more and more mature, it's gonna be worse. It's gonna be worse and worse of a character to main just because you're capped on how much damage you can ever do because of your ability. But I guess if you land the flying abilities, it's not that bad. But it's like Cloak. That's why I stopped playing Cloak. It's like you can only do so much damage at their point. You're compare the best Cloak versus the worst Cloak. You put them to aim at someone with Cloak, they're gonna do the same amount of damage. You put the same Scarlet damage, which they're probably gonna do the same amount of damage unless one of them lands one of their right clicks more. So for the most part, she'll right. You got to play her weird. She can hold space and stuff like that. So I don't think any of these characters are really awful. Like you can't play them, but yeah. Neymar, I'm gonna give him A. His ult is amazing. If you play her with Luna, he just gets a one shot always with the Luna, and he's just a solid character. Keeps all the dive in check. Yeah, he just does damage. He's just chilling. A good Neymar will carry the lobby, but in general, he's all right. Honestly, I don't know. Could be S. Maybe I give Neymar S, but like, I feel like he just doesn't do that much damage. I don't know. You got to get the two hits, and then your thing is you get the flank kills, you're amazing. And if you don't, it's just like other DPSs are better. We'd rather be Hela, Star-Lord, Winter Soldier, Storm, if you're not killing people, you have to, and it's hard to kill people because it's a projectile. So you got to be cracked at him, but you get a lot of value from his ult anyways, and the ability to like fly up. That thing will keep you up forever. So he's not bad at all. Scarlet Witch, B plus. She's very good in the right hands. Obviously, but there's some guy ZZ1. That guy's amazing at Scarlet Witch. I always play with him. And then this other guy, I forget. There's just some players in Eternity that are just cracked at this character. They dominate a lobby, but then, it's like Black Widow in Overwatch or Hanzo, that sometimes they just do nothing. And so it's dependent on the character, but I think overall, if you're cracked at aim, she's gonna be a good character. You'll get those one shots. It's not exactly one shot, but I don't think you need it. Like people will always be a little low, and you'll get that one shot. Hela might be S. Yeah. See, the reason I give Hela over Neymar and S is that the two tap is instant almost. Like if you hit you're gonna aim and you're gonna get those two shots. Neymar has to lead it, and it has to be like, it's a little bit of luck involved there. It's not entirely luck because it's pretty fast, but like Hela is almost all skill. You hit the shots, you kill people, and her ultimate is very solid. It's a lot of control, a lot of space is made with that. very often not get full on kills or team wipes, but you'll force a lot and like kind of it'll win fights inadvertently even if it doesn't get kills because it'll force people to hide and then your tank is alone or something. So she creates a lot of space with it. So I think overall she's just really good. Psylocke. Ooh. I want to say A. A plus, maybe S, but I don't know. I think this is a good place for her. Her ult is just easily countered by a lot of people. Like I think you can even chill in it with like a Luna and like a Cloak, like healing each other. They'll just live in it and they won't die. And then Loki, Ruin. The fact that Ruin completely ruins that ult. He ruins a lot of ults though, so to be fair. A good Psylocke will own the lobby, but she has to get picks and you can play the front line and wait for your ult, but the ult isn't as useful as some other people. She's good though. She's very good. Hawkeye, same as Widow. You just have to be very good with your aim. The ultimate, I think the reason he's not like high tier like Hanzo, like he's not as annoying as Hanzo, I think Hanzo's ult is better. You use like combo with certain people, you'll get kills. His ults, I just don't see Hawkeye's popping off with that ult. I've never seen like a 6, like a not even like I don't see kills with it very often. Like they'll pop in and like everyone knows to hide. You see your shadow, you're like, oh, okay, I'm hiding behind the wall for a second. So Hela's will get kills. It'll make everyone hide, but it'll get kills too sometimes because you can kill through the walls. This guy, everyone's just hiding. No one kills no one. So you gotta literally crack that. Oh, I forgot Captain America. C tier. I like him. He's fun. Captain America's fun, but he just does no damage. He tickles you, and so there's better. You'd rather be Thor, honestly. Thor can kill people. He does the same thing as Captain America in a way. Venom does what Captain America does, but just better in every single way. Cloak, after the nerfs, before I would say like S or A, now B. I give her B. She's a solid like flex support. Like if you don't know how to play support, she's good to play. But yeah, her ult just got nerfed really, really hard. It's not good anymore. They took off too many seconds. I like the speed. I can avoid Magneto more. So like it's overall it's nice. I even prefer it now because of my ability to live. I think it just needs one more second, if not like a half second. It's just too slow, too fast. The fact that I use it and then I'm walking back and it's gone already. I can't like walk through it. It's crazy. Adam. I actually think he's pretty good. People are pretty hard on Adam, but that ultimate, amazing. In Hela especially, good Adams will get the whole man up, and it's equivalent to any other support ult, in my opinion. Because you're basically alive again, and if you have one support that heals everyone, you're perfect. It's like a whole nother team fight ready instantly. And his instant heals make him very good against fights. Like, yes, you'll keep up a tank, like instant healed, full HP. Soulbound can help you in so many fights, so many scenarios. Like you can avoid so many ults with it. It's an ability. It's on a long cooldown, but like you can avoid a whole ult with that ability. So he's pretty solid. Mantis B, but she's A if you're a really good player. But I think she's B for general madness, unless you're cracked. It's hard to hit her shots for me. I'm not a good projectile player though in general, but she doesn't have that much heals, and her ultimate is like one of the worst support ults. You kind of died through it. Sue's ult you died through too, but like she's good. She's solid, honestly. I'd say B is fine. B is fine for her. She's not crazy. She's not bad. She's a solid character. Loki, I think he's S tier. That's why I play him. I mean, if I didn't, why would I play him? I'm biased, obviously, but like his ruins are so crazy, and his ultimate is like the fastest in the support lineup. He gets it faster than Luna and Sue and Cloak, and then he gets copies them. He's always the first one to get ult out of the sports usually if you're doing well, and then he does a lot of damage, a lot of damage against tanks. Like he counters a lot of tanks. His ruin just counters a lot of things. He can hide. He can be invisible forever. He can teleport away. I feel like so many times, like you dive a Luna, she's dead if she doesn't do something crazy. Like she lands a perfect freeze and gets away. Loki just has so many ways to outplay. He can put like a clone somewhere, TP to it, invis away. He has a ruin if anything after that, and then once you've cycled his ruin, he has now his invis again to wait out for his next clone to put out and TP away. And so he can like cycle these abilities and live forever. And that's my favorite part of it. Like you can just live forever if you're a really good Loki compared to any other support. Maybe Jeff is the only other support that can live longer. So Jeff. People might think I'm crazy for this, but Jeff is cracked. I think he might be a good Jeff, any Jeff, honestly. I think the people don't realize how powerful a distraction is in this game. And it's even in Eternity, people don't understand. They're like, how can we lose to a Jeff? Bro, we're 2 supports. They're running 3 supports. They have a Jeff. We have nothing, right? Their Jeff is 24/7 shooting us behind us. We have to use our abilities. We have to use our ruin. We have to use our cloak bubble. He's just going to live forever. He has his little bubble. You're not going to kill him as Cloak or Loki. You need your DPS probably to kill him. And so he's literally living forever, always hitting you. It's like a Venom on steroids that he's just always hitting you. So he's equivalent to Venom. His ultimate can get like 4 or 5 people. I just think like him... Like the way you should think about it, don't think about him as a support. Think about him as another DPS. I would rather have Jeff than like Spider-Man. A lot of times, a really good Jeff. Spider-Man goes in, he does his combo, he leaves. Maybe someone to die, but that's it. He's just distracting them for like 2 seconds. They use their abilities. He got their abilities. That's good. Jeff, he's in there for 30 seconds. He's fighting forever. He has his bubbles. He's keeping up. He's hitting. He hides, he runs away, he distracts people, he comes back, he hits you again from the back, and he's just always there. It's like, it's a good DPS character. That's the way I think about Jeff. He's not the best support, and his ultimate is amazing. And people sleep on the Jeff ult. It's very good. I should copy him more often. Luna S. I don't think she's worth banning though, but she's just obvious S. Her ult's so good. If you have cracked aim on her, she's just going to keep up anyone. They can't die through anything. If you clap, the clap just goes too much healing. You'll never die. The only thing I think she struggles with is dive, because she's kind of immobile. So 2 people diving her, she's gonna die. And I play Luna, but I don't play Luna to dive. It's just really rough. You have to be amazing, and I'm not that good at landing the ice if I'm honest. But yeah, her power up on Neymar, super strong. The ultimate cancels out everything. The best support ult in the game. Rocket, I think he gets too much hate, honestly. B or A? I think he is A. He's fire. Yeah, I think Rocket gets way too much hate for his support ult. I think is more useful than Cloak ult or Mantis ult. A lot of times you'll get team wipe. So often you'll get a team wipe, and people are like, "Why did you use it?" And we got 3 kills. What do you mean? Why did I use it? And also, people sleep on the reses. Imagine Mercy resing for free. Like, it's a Mercy res for free the whole game. Like, it's 40 minutes cooldown. I don't remember what Mercy's cooldown is, but like, you just throw that out. You get a free res. Now, if the game stabilizes, you have your 6-player pack, and then you just keep going. So if your players are good and they don't die when one person dies, it does not have full team wipe, you get that free res. It's like beautiful. So a lot of times, and like he just lives to dive like no one else. Like he's very, very hard to dive because you can hide so far back. I will say he's not good against Spider-Man, but like Venom and all that stuff, he can hide very far back and be fine. Hulk literally, he's unkill. Hulk can't kill him. He just flies in the air, hovers. This is why I think Hulk is not that good battle. It's like certain character, he just can't kill a lot of the support lineup. Hulk, it's hilarious. Like when you play Rocket into Hulk, you're just like flying above him and he can't hit you, and he's just like looking at you like, come down. No. Sue S tier. She has one of the fastest ults as well, and her pull ability is so strong. Pull push, so strong. People sleep on that pull push, but it's a game changer. So yeah, I mean, she's an easy guess. Her ult's good. It's very good, but sometimes you just die through it. If you get stunned, you're gonna die through it. So you gotta use it and try to avoid the stun, like the Doctor Strange or the Thing or whatever, because that ult isn't strong enough to keep you alive. Luna ult can keep you alive through a stun. Like you can save someone a lot of times through a strange stun with a Luna ult, not with a Sue ult, with the Invisible Woman ult. Yeah, I think that's a pretty solid list. S tier right now: Magneto, Groot, Winter Soldier, Hela, Loki, Luna. This would be my squad. If I could choose a 6-man, this would be it. These are the best characters, and then Sue could swap either one of them for Sue for that. Yeah, that's a pretty solid list. Tell me what you guys think. Do you think anyone should be higher or lower on the list? Is this crazy? Is this a good read of the meta? All right. Thanks for watching.